Hey everyone, I'm here today to tell you to declutter your life. What do I mean by that? There is a lot of clutter in our life. Talk about physical clutter. We hoard and accumulate way many stuff than we need. We have this reluctance of getting rid of stuff that we don't need. And, in this era of consumerism, we want to buy every single thing that we see on the internet. We want to purchase every single thing that we like that is out there, despite the fact that we are going to die one day, and all that stuff is going to create problem for people who you are passing them on to because they may not like your choices, and they would have much rather preferred that you saved that money and invested it, and they could have received that money so that they could buy the things that actually make them happy. There is so much of physical clutter. We buy way too many things, and then we buy a bigger house to accommodate all those unnecessary things. What we need to clutter or collect is memories of the exciting experiences that we can have with people that are near and dear to us, not things. And then there is mental clutter, there is social clutter, there is emotional clutter. And what do I mean by that? We have so many friendships and acquaintances and people we know, but we lack real, authentic, deep relationship with a few people. And because we don't preserve and protect these few relationships, but are invested in having superficial relationship with 50 people, these 3, 4 deep relationships that actually matter, they also start to become superficial, and they also start to wither away. And we end up in a situation where we don't have even a couple of really good friends that you can rely on during any circumstances, but we have 50 friends who are superficial, and who will be there to have drinks with you if you invite them, but they may not be there when you really need them at the time of suffering, or even people who will genuinely feel happy for you during your success and will genuinely care for you in good or bad times. So we end up having a clutter of many relationships, many friends, but none of them deep enough for you to actually share a genuine moment of just being yourself and being there and just existing. Uh, the things that taught me most is when I get even a simple thing like email or a thank you note from people who are not expecting anything in return. I get emails and messages from people from all over the world who just wrote me an email just to let me know that they appreciate what I'm doing, and it has made a change in their lives, or they just wanted to say thank you or congratulations, and they are not expecting anything in return. And it does not end up with, oh, by the way, can you do this for me? It's just a genuine message. So type of genuine relationships, genuine actions are getting fewer and fewer lately, but we need to preserve that. Let's get away with all the clutter that are not needed. I would not want to spend my time, energy on preserving 50 superficial relationships. But I would really want to invest myself in building good relationships with 2, 3, 4 people that actually matter to me. And then there is emotional clutter. And what I mean by emotional clutter, uh, it's the depth of that relationships and emotions that, you know, for example, when you have developed a good relationship with someone, then you look at the bigger picture. You don't confine yourself with tiny little things and get an emotional reaction to every little things that is happening. Look at the bigger picture. At the bigger picture, things are making sense. One day we all are going to die. And once we all die, these little things don't even matter. These tiny little things that are source of constant worry and anxiety and anger and disappointment, and that end up ruining relationships. Those things, they don't actually matter. One day uh, you will die. One day that person will die. One day everybody dies. And do you think in your deathbed, or these things will matter? Or if your close one dies, do you think you'll feel that, oh, it was a good use of my time and energy that we quarrel over these little things. So get away with all this emotional clutter. Declutter your life. If I can give you just one advice for a happy life, it is declutter your life. Get away with physical clutter, get rid of all things that you don't need. The beauty about having house is the empty space. If you fill it up with everything, then you don't have empty space where you can think, where you can exist um, in the truest sense of the word, where you can, you know, spread your creativity. I don't know, but declutter your life. The beauty of house is not to have unnecessary things, but to have of course, the bare necessities of life, but try to declutter and mm, better be a saver than an overconsumer. But that's personal preference. But try to declutter your life, simplify your life, make your life easy. Life is supposed to be easy. Life is not supposed to be this hard. Even animals are living their lives without complaining, or even if they are complaining, I won't know. Simplify your life. Get rid of emotional clutter. Don't worry about little things. Don't worry about small things. Be happy. Get rid of mental clutter. Get rid of relationship clutter. Declutter your life. Life is not worth being cluttered and dirty and polluted.